Home business success. It's about making money. A plan for 5 figures monthly. A truth exposed. I'm going to talk to you about some very important elements that have caused failure and how, if you understand those things, you can have success going forward in your home business pursuits. Why I'm qualified to say what I'm about to tell you. I have 22 years as an entrepreneur, 16 years of network marketing involvement, 4 years of marketing and earning money online, and within the past year I made a critical analysis of what it would take to succeed in the awesome, powerful home business industry. People are tired of the BS. This BS starts with high price home business startup costs that has been earning people from zero to a fat deficit. We probably all have heard the stories and know the rumors and numbers talked about of 90 plus 95 or greater percent of people failing, particularly in the network marketing business industry. But that hasn't stopped people from looking at the opportunity because we need more money. But folks, you need to understand that you don't have to pay big startup costs to make big money. That's a misconception. And you don't need the latest and greatest of whatever to make big money either. Don't believe the hype. It's about making money, and you need to understand that. Have you been hoodwinked? We all have. If you look at the traditional business opportunities, it's about, hey, I have the latest and greatest whatever, and this will make you rich. Let's get this clear in our heads. The latest and greatest product and service will not, that's a capital N-O-T, not make you rich. It's about making money. It's not all about the product. Yes, it's nice to have a wonderful product. It's nice to have all of that. But let me ask you this. Does McDonald's make the best food? They don't, but they have the most outlets, and a system that can produce the most outlets will make you the most money. That's why McDonald's makes the most money. So that's what you need to understand looking at an opportunity is what is that system that allows it to grow and thrive that is going to bring people in to allow your business to grow. Not so much the latest and greatest product. Home business success, impossible. That's how so many of us feel after so much failure. Well, you have some merit to that because the traditional home business model has established itself as being a recipe for failure or poor results. One of the things that people just basically do not know how to do is understand comp plans, if you can understand the comp plan. The fast start bonus income trick. This is where you go and you look at that opportunity and you get caught up in the possibilities and not probabilities. There is a difference between possibility and probability. Possibility is what can happen. Probability is what's more likely to happen. So when you look at a fast start bonus income system, which is what a lot of those opportunities are, and a lot of the big money that people are talking about and very often making it, especially in the beginning, it comes from fast start. Well, the people that make the fast start bonus money are the people that are big recruiters. Historically, the average person is not a big recruiter. They're going to probably introduce about 3 people to that business. Probably with the internet and some training, you can break past that. But historically, you're not going to introduce a ton of people that's going to keep a constant flow of fast start money coming to you. So then what happens is you get into the actual monthly residual income that can be generated from that opportunity. And at the basic level, which is where most people fall, you're going to make less than 10%. So this is why they try to get people in a lot of those opportunities to pay $100, $200 a month for the products and services so you can be feeling like you're making some decent money. The complicated plans, basically, they don't even allow the average person to really get to the top levels. They're not designed to do that. They're just like a job. You can't be the boss. You can't be the top manager. You can't be supervisor. And some of the basic employees just cannot move up to the top ranks. And so therefore, it's a possibility that is not even a real probability. And then probably one of the biggest killers is the 5 senses trap. When you look at an opportunity, it sounds great, looks great, and then let's say it has a great compensation plan. But the 5 senses trap can kill you. What that means is that the forefront of those 5 senses generally deal with touch, smell, or taste. Look, if you come to me about a great business with the latest and greatest product, and if I don't like the taste of the juice, I don't like the way the lotion and potion feels when you rub it on my body, okay, it smells bad, then guess what? I don't want to do business with you. I don't want to do business with that product, no matter how great it is. So you have to understand these aspects of it when you're looking at those businesses. And then some businesses are limited. They may have the latest and greatest thing for women, or the latest and greatest thing for men or children. And then you have to understand the capacity of your market to excel in that business. Okay, so understanding these type of elements are going to allow you to come out of being a struggling entrepreneur and break out of the mode of failure and poor results. There's the other stuff that gets you. After you go through all of those and you're still looking for money, and now with the internet, you start to pursue a lot of other things, and the internet has birthed a lot of opportunities because of the virtual basedness of products. And then you see these things that talk about free. Let's be clear. Free is not going to make you money. Free doesn't make money. Financial freedom is not free. And for those people that think or have the thought that I don't believe in paying money to make money, you're misinformed. Okay, first of all, let's just talk about a college student who pays to go to college and then to get a job. You just paid money to make money. Okay, you paid for gas in your car, clothes for work, resumes if you're looking for a job, and all of those different things that you spend money on to make money. So to think that you're going to be making money out here without spending money is a misnomer, and people need to get over that. And that's just basic business. The one-time pay programs and cyclers that have come along, these type of opportunities have come along as a product and belief that people don't want to pay monthly expenses. Well, you know what? In the traditional business model, if I'm spending $100 a month and I'm not really bringing in any profits, then no, I'm not going to want to spend monthly income. People don't have a problem with spending monthly as much as they have a problem with not making money monthly, which is why they're in the business. They're there to make money. You get hyped up and sold on product because the comp plan isn't structured really for you to make money. Certainly not structured for you to make money in a fast capacity. Okay, so those are the challenges that you have, and so you're hyped up on product and all of that. So the one-time pay programs will come along as cyclers that were designed to give you a one-time pay, but then create residual income. Folks, this is all you got to know about one-time pay and cyclers. There is no business that has a long-term track record of being around and being successful that's a one-time pay and that's a cycler. That's it. So if you're in one of those type of opportunities, they could be great for the moment, but they have no history of lasting. One up and two ups and modified ups and all of that. Bottom line with those is that, while the compensation plan may be okay, the challenge is that people work hard to introduce people to their business. Obviously, it's a competitive field out there, and the last thing you want to do is give somebody up who may turn out to be a big winner that would have made you money in your downline. So those are a big challenge in terms of participating in those. And what happens is if you get a one up or a two up that rolls to you and they don't do anything, then guess what? You need more ups. And you're trying to build your business and grow. Then you get down to just making money for pennies, surveys that you can't qualify for, clicking on emails and reading emails and all those type of things because you just come to a desperate state. But then there's affiliate marketing. Now this has come along, and this is basically direct sale, and people are making a ton of money at it. I've done a little bit of it, but the real gotcha about affiliate marketing is that the people that are making the big money, like 99% of them, if not all of them, are spending big money to make money. Again, it takes money to make money. So you might see a website that says I made 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000 in a month, and I'm doing affiliate marketing, and you can't do it too. And they want to sell you some ebook, some videos, or whatever the case may be. What they're not telling you is that, first of all, you're going to have trial and error through using the paid marketing services that's going to cost you money just to figure out what would work. Two, even when you figure out something that does work, it could change up on you. So then you got to go figure out something else that works. So then you're spending more money on trial and error. But the biggest thing is that a lot of those guys that may make, $100,000 a month, $50,000 a month, they might spend 70% to make that. So I made 100,000, but I spent 70,000 to do it. I made 50,000, but I spent 35,000 to do it. I made 10,000, but I spent 7,000 to do it. Who has that kind of upfront money, not including the trial and errors to make that money? So this is what you need to understand about affiliate marketing. And then compared to network marketing, some people like to say affiliate marketing is better than network marketing. Hold the presses on that, because here's the deal. Affiliate marketing is all about what you can do today. Affiliate marketing is basically linear income. What you do is what you get paid on. Network marketing is about a collective effort and giving you walkaway residual income, meaning that that cash flow is coming to you even if you don't make the sale that month, but you've built a network to do it. So do you want to have, you want to just be dependent on you, or would you have a network of people that are helping you make your income? Wisdom says network marketing, but of course, when you look at all the traditional past elements that have caused people to fail, it's natural for people to feel that network marketing doesn't work. But that was before the internet, because the internet changed the game. So you go through all of these things, and then you just get back to just saying, give me a job. I don't want to be an entrepreneur. I don't want to make any extra income, doing all those type of things because they don't work. But guess what? Unemployment projected to be as high as 7% here in the U.S. for many years to come. Jobs just aren't going to be there. Multiple recessions. That means not expansion, but stagnation to contraction. Okay, receding is what recessions are about. So it's going to be about you doing something on your own for yourself. Then what happens with people is they say, well, I got laid off, I got fired, whatever the case may be, let me just go back to school. Well, if the people graduating from school aren't getting the jobs, what do you think happens when you go back to school to get a job? Okay, you end up with more debt, called student loan. That's not a definitive answer either. And Congress, flat out, they're about taking the taxpayers' dollars and using it to benefit corporate America for the few jobs that are going to be out there. So that's what happens with that. Very few comes down to the actual people themselves directly. The solution is network marketing. Period. You know, a lot of people running from this. I don't want to refer anybody. I don't want to tell anybody. But you know, that may be the last avenue to create you some decent income, whether it's part-time or full-time. Learn to embrace it, because it is the way of the future, and it has proven itself, at least in terms of people being able to make money. And so home business success is about making money. A plan for 5 figures monthly is what we're here to talk about, and how to do that without breaking the bank while trying to achieve the result. So home business success is about making money. I hope you understand that now, and don't get misled by the other things. Look at that opportunity and about making money. Yes, you may love the product. Yes, you may love the service, but is it going to make you money? Now, if you're in it for the product and you're in it for the service, then that's fine. Don't look to be in it for the money. But if you really want home business success, then you've got to understand it's about making money. This has been a Truth Exposed. Get back with the person that showed you this video and let them know that you want to get in on the plan for 5 figures a month. Have a great day.